I'm an artist and I took a 30-day break from social media. So I'm going to tell you guys everything that I learned on a personal level and a creative level. In the first week, I had all kinds of realizations and epiphanies. And when I started thinking about it, it really hit me that I've never been without social media. Like a lot of you guys, I grew up with it and I've never not had it or taken a break from it until now. In the beginning, the first 3 days were the hardest. I would pick up my phone, unlock it, and go to open up TikTok like it was muscle memory. I wasn't even thinking about it, I just did it. If you're new here, my name is Mac and I am an artist and I post consistently on social platforms to share my music and my journey. I do want to clarify that I didn't have social media, but I did have technology. So I was still posting consistently through this website called Buffer. This is not sponsored, but it's just a website that lets you schedule your posts in advance. But I deleted all the apps on my phone and I wasn't consuming any social media for 30 days. As an artist, I realized that I was posting for the algorithm and not just being an artist and sharing what I made. By that, I mean having a catchy hook. Don't make your videos longer than 15 seconds, what time of day to post, the hashtags, and proper captions. Things like that, I noticed I was only doing them to get more views. And once I realized that I was doing that, I didn't like it because it felt like I was altering what I wanted to say and share. And realizing this was so shitty for me because it felt like if I don't please the algorithm, then my music and my content is going to get capped at 1,000 views. And a lot of people say that if the content is good, then the algorithm will push it. But this whole thing made me realize, like, why is there even an algorithm? The second thing was realizing how artificial everything really is. Instagram is one big ass highlight reel, and TikTok feels like someone is constantly trying to sell me something. And don't even get me started on the doom scrolling, because TikTok has no end. You could stay on there all day and all night. And I have. After not being able to doom scroll, I noticed that I would fall asleep a lot faster and I would sleep way better. I've always had trouble sleeping and falling asleep, so this was one of the most noticeable things for me. Another thing was not knowing any news. I didn't know anything that was going on in the world for 30 days. This made me realize that you do want to be informed on certain things, but whether you know the news or not, it's not going to change the fact that bad shit happens, and consuming too much of it is mentally draining. Another thing was being in public and noticing how many people aren't even really there because they're looking down at their phones. I noticed your phone is like a security blanket for being in public places. Since I didn't have anything to look at on my phone unless I was responding to a text, I just didn't look at it at all. So I had no other choice but to look around me. I was actually reading things that restaurants had on the walls. I was noticing colors and looking at how things were decorated. If I was outside, I was looking at the clouds and the trees and paying attention to the squirrels and like little things that you just like don't even think about. I was paying attention to them. And that's when I noticed how many people were looking down. If you go to an airport or a public park or a shopping mall or anywhere where there's a lot of people around, look around and how many people are just looking down. It's actually scary because it feels like you're stepping out of the simulation. Next, it allowed me to be way more creative than I was before. I've talked about not caring about opinions, detaching from the results, and this whole thing made me realize that I actually did care. I cared about how many views I got. I cared about what the comments were saying. I wanted to know what was working and what wasn't, so I could again please the algorithm. Social media isn't even social, it's all content. And some people make really good content, and some people just copy and paste someone else's work and post it as their own. I think they do this because they see that it's working for somebody else, but at that point you're not even creating, you're just a clout chaser. Stepping away from all of this and turning off that world allowed me to tap into what I wanted to make and what I wanted to share without all the fake rules of what you should and shouldn't do. I was using social media as a dopamine hit. In the middle of editing or recording, I would check social media like I was missing out on something. This whole thing made me more present, like being right here, right now, in the moment. Not physically here, but mentally sucked into something else. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on people who have given up social media for good, and one of these creators said, social media platforms aren't even social platforms, they're entertainment platforms, designed to keep you on the app for as long as possible. I think these apps are a very cool way to share, whether that be information or accomplishments, but it made me realize that as an artist, I do want to share. I want to build a community of people that like what I make, but I don't want to please an algorithm just to reach the right people. Like paying for ads for a wider reach, having the catchy hook in 3 seconds, all of that shit is a game. And sure, somebody could say just get really good at the game and you can win, but why is there a game? It's like as artists, we're constantly battling the algorithm. It's like back in the day, you could just be a really good artist or a really good rapper and that's all you really needed. But now it's like you have to have your talent and you also have to be good at making content. In my opinion, that completely takes away the art of being creative. They say everyone is different, everyone is unique in their own way, there's no other person like you. Then why is everyone everyone trying to be the exact same online. Now that my 30 days is up, I really don't want to go back, because now that I have this mental clarity, it's just not worth it. I think my life definitely got better personally and creatively. I feel like a better artist. Like, I'm able to create more freely. I haven't read any comments in a month. I don't know what anybody is saying about what I'm making. I don't even know my follower count. I don't know if it's gone up or if it's gone down. At first, that really bothered me, but now it's like, I don't give a shit, because it's not going to change the fact that I'm sharing what I want to share. I want to create and not consume. I don't want to look back in 30 years and realize that I spent so much time reading and watching a bunch of shit that didn't even matter. Now it's almost taboo if you don't use social media. It's a red flag. It's weird. Because instead of somebody getting to know you, they want to see what they can figure out about you by creeping up on your social media pages. It took me stepping out of that to realize that that was actually weird as fuck. If you made it to the end of the video, I encourage you to delete your social media apps just for a week and come back and let me know what you learned. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to hear my music, I'll have it linked below, as well as my new music video that I just put out. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys when I do my next challenge. And always remember, it doesn't matter how good you are, you can always get better. So let's get better together, and I'll see you guys in the next one.